going on, guys? My name is Timothy, or Timmybug, and today we are back in our Minecraft tutorial world. And in the last video, I showed y'all how to build a mushroom hut. If y'all want to know how to build this, I will link the playlist down below. Also, it will appear at the end screen of the video. But today we are building something new. So if you recall, about 6 videos ago, I built this sky launcher thing, I called it. And it was really cool. It shot me up to 700 blocks in the air, I think. Today I'm going to teach you how to make that. I would suggest doing this in creative mode, because it's not that easy. It's not going to be easy. You're going to need a lot more scaffolding than I've got. So I'd suggest doing it in creative mode. I'm not going to give you the numbers for survival. Basically, you want to do this in creative mode. You can figure out the numbers for yourself. You can count how many blocks I put down if you want. But I have got all of the necessary items here in this shulker box. You are going to need a lever. You are going to need a redstone repeater. You are going to need a stone button, redstone, TNT, water, and stone. It doesn't have to be stone. It could be dirt. I'm just saying, it could be dirt if you wanted it to be, but I'd suggest using stone because it has a better blast radius than dirt. So just, make a little path if you want. You can make a path to it. I'm not going to. But what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to, wherever you want to build it, you're going to want to dig a 3x3 hole in the floor. And you're just going to want to fill this up with stone real quick, like I have done really quickly. And then here's where the interesting part comes in. You're going to, off diagonally of each of the pieces of stone, put a piece of stone, and then you're just going to fill in around that. So, we have our first ring of the sky launcher built. Now, this is another reason why I say you really ought to build this in creative mode, not survival mode. The only way to get into this thing is through the top, unless you specifically, build holes in the way. And I'm not going to show y'all how to do that. I'm not going to get quite that complex in this video. Wherever you want your button to be to launch you, you need to put that block of stone down. In fact, instead of stone, I am actually going to use some birch wood for this. That way I can see the button, and just go ahead and put you a button down on there. Once you're done, don't put the button down yet. I can't believe I actually put that button down. You're going to want to put down a lever to start, and you're going to want to power that lever. Just flip the lever down, and you should be good on that. Now, here's where it comes in. You're going to want to put a piece of redstone on this side. Make sure it's powered. If it's not powered, your Minecraft's broken, or you haven't pulled this lever down. Make sure it's powered. Do the same on the other side, and then you're just going to want to circle this around. Circle this redstone dust around, and it should connect like so. Now here's where the interesting part gets in, and here's where I really suggest you have creative mode for this. You're going to want to put a bucket of water down just in the middle, no matter what. Do not put buckets of water around the outside, because if you put it around the outside, the water will not flow, causing the TNT to stay in the same place, potentially killing you. You want to put it only in the middle. If you put a block in the middle, it should be able to dry that water up. Put it just in the middle, that way the TNT can flow out to the edges and shoot you up without it damaging you. So, this is how to do this. You're going to want to, it doesn't matter that it's floating in the air, unless you want it to look realistic. Then I guess you could build some support beams from there, but I don't know why you'd want it to look realistic. It's Minecraft. So just ring around exactly like you did the top, and then simply what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to come around to the back of the moon launcher, and I'd suggest doing it from the very back, and you're just going to want to build up, and go ahead and ring this off with redstone again like you did below. And once you've ringed it off with redstone, go ahead and put a piece of redstone there and a piece of redstone there. And all of this should be powered. And this is how to make a standard 2-layer moon launcher. I'm going to teach y'all how to build a little bit of a taller moon launcher. So I'm going to depower this real quick. I'm going to put a button on it instead. And this is how you place the TNT. you do not place the TNT in the middle. It will explode and it will kill you. So don't place TNT in the middle. Leave one hole in the center of the TNT, like so, and then go ahead and just ring this around with TNT as well. Make sure you get it even, otherwise it might damage you. And then I'm gonna see what coordinates I'm at real quick. You're gonna want to push the button, and as you can see, the TNT goes around to the edges, and we should have launched 200 blocks up into the air. Because it gets a tiny bit more complicated, I'm going to teach you guys how to launch yourself 1,000 blocks up into the air today. So, this is what you're going to want to do. Continue building rings around the outside. You're going to need basically as many of these rings as you can. And, you know, just don't, we aren't going to power it yet because powering it gets a little difficult. Just build a couple extra rings around this. Just go ahead and build some rings, put some redstone on it, layer that redstone, and make this thing closer and closer to the sky. I have not been counting, but I am pretty sure, yeah, I have built 6 layers on this moon launcher. So here's where it's going to get a little bit more difficult. In testing, you're going to have to break the redstone repeaters again, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. So come to somewhere where it's flat and go ahead and build up. But as you can see, the redstone does not, well actually, yeah, the redstone does reach, but barely over here. So because it barely reaches, what you're going to want to do, just go ahead, put another block of stone down, put a block redstone repeater down, and you want to make sure this is not set any ticks backward. If it is, it could potentially damage your redstone line and have you explode your entire creation, which would not be good. I actually currently have built a moon launcher that was 16 rings high, and that is my record. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to, well, that was my mistake. You're going to want to place one more block out from the repeater, and then just place a piece of redstone down, and now you can see it comes over here easily, no problem at all. And as y'all know, redstone can be powered, I want to say it's 16 blocks away from a power source, so let's continue. Alright, there we go, and then power that up. The repeater works perfectly. As you can see, we are currently on block 4 of the world. I'm going to put this button down, and bam! You can see all of this TNT, and if you have a bad computer, you could lag, but look at that. Look at that. 471 blocks up into the air. That's pretty good, but we're gonna have to go a little bit more if we want to hit 1,000, which I'd really like to hit 1,000 in this video. Okay, so then at that point, I'm not really sure why the repeaters bust like that, but the repeaters are going to keep the circuit powered. So go through again and, you know, break the repeaters. I know for a fact that I only have 2 repeaters on my build so far. Make sure they're both set to 1 tick each. Perfect. We can continue building now. So at this point, I can almost guarantee you that this sky launcher is way higher and should take us way higher than the other video did. So I'm going to finish putting the redstone around this ring right here. I believe I added like 6 rings there. I'm going to count real quick. I am now up to 11 rings. I'm going to stop on that for today's video, just because, you know, today's video is getting kind of long for a Minecraft tutorial, so we don't want to run it super long. Go ahead, wire this part. I'm just naturally assuming y'all don't want to see me wire this contraption, so that's why I'm not going to show y'all me wiring it, but I will show y'all the finished product. You don't have to check to make sure that you have the tick speed set to 1, but I definitely suggest checking. At this point, then, you can go ahead and place your TNT, and if you built 11 rings like I did, placing this TNT is going to take a very long time. Alrighty, guys, I am placing down the final ring of TNT. Our entire build is completed. I'm going to smack down this button. Hey, Mr. Golem, sorry, you're going to have to back up. You might take some serious damage from this one. Look at all of that. Y coordinate? Oh my, what? 324, I think. Not quite that good, honestly. I would have thought I would have gotten higher than that. That's aggravating. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop it at that. Y'all saw me build 11 rings. I'm pretty sure that that's good enough for y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching this pretty extended Minecraft tutorial. And if y'all would like to see some more videos on the channel on Minecraft, building more redstone contraptions, house contraptions, cool stuff like that, then definitely leave a like. That would greatly show your support and show that you want to see more videos like this on the channel on Minecraft, building more redstone contraptions. Till the next time, I will talk to y'all later. Goodbye!